Hello everyone! So the door to my room, which is behind you, is opening and closing because there's a cat on one side and a cat on the other, and they're playing back and forth. Oh, the door just opened! Alright, so I'm finally in my sewing room and it is almost 5 o'clock. I had planned on being here by 4 o'clock Eastern time, but that didn't get there. So I am live on YouTube as well. If you are interested in a bigger view of what's going on here, feel free to pop over there. Max Custom Designs, the link is up above, and that you can watch there and comment on TikTok at the same time. I hope everybody's having a great day. I had a very busy day getting my classroom ready for students tomorrow. I'm still going to be live after work though, okay? I'm pressed for time to get this quilt done. So yesterday I prepared the binding that I need for the back. I ran out of glue sticks, so now I'm using Elmer's. Let's use Elmer's. Let's use glue to finish the quilt. Let's use it. Oh, now my cat is jumping up to the doorknob. I don't know why. He's just like orange cat, one brain cell. Anyway, let me get started because I don't have a whole lot of time, and I'm definitely watching the chat and also watching the number of likes I get. So I'm not greedy with those, but I really like it when I get them. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, let me show you first. This is what the other side looks like. Okay. And just to re-explain, because I've done a couple of days of lives on this, I made the blocks first in the machine, okay, including the quilting. So there's quilting on the back, so when you turn it over, you can see all the lovely quilting that the machine did on the front, okay? Now, traditionally, what you would do is quilt it without putting the backing on, but I turned the hoop over before I did the quilting portion, and I sewed it with the backing on. So then what happened is I had blocks that were like this, okay? So quilting on one side and then finished on the other, right? So the, hello Jazz Harp, thank you for the follow. So the quilt blocks were sewn together, with the edges, so they look nice on the front, but on the back you have, yeah, thank you. You have the, yeah, it is pretty. I really am enjoying it. Anyway, on the back you have these raw edges where I put it together. Okay, you can see these raw edges here. So what I am doing is I'm taking binding that is self-made. Okay, this is a short piece, but binding that I made out of the backing material, and I'm covering the raw edges. Okay. Yesterday I had glued on this side and then the other side, and I'm going to glue this part, but the center part I had to do a piece of binding that is half the cosmic and then the other half the bat, so that when I put it down, and let me move this over just a little bit, and sorry YouTube, but you're going to see my iPad, that it'll match right here, okay? Does that make sense? All right. Thank you for joining today and hanging out. I'll probably be working on this at least an hour. And so if you want to grab your needles, your machine, your own project, and listen to me read the chat. That's what I like to do. I look at the chat and I read the chat while I'm working on this. And if I don't get chat, then I don't stay on live because I get really bored talking to myself anyway. All right. So thank you for the follow. Just like Patricia, welcome to the weirdness of my channel. And if you feel like, effort following here, follow over on YouTube as well. That would be great. I need subscribers. on YouTube. That'd be great. Also, feel free to send a gift or likes, any of that stuff. All right. It all validates. It's all very validating. I appreciate it. It's validating. Because it encourages me to keep doing this. I enjoy doing this. It just needs a motivation, but it is a reward. I look forward to it all day. All day. Okay? So, if you think that this is content that somebody you know would enjoy, shoot them a share and share the live. What you see behind me is rayon thread that I use for my embroidery, which is, it's this. I'm not making a shirt today. I would like to make a shirt later, but this is my priority. I'm trying to get this done before the end of August. Okay. So because I am using liquid glue, okay, I'm using liquid glue. It's washable, okay, it's washable. Gotta make sure it's washable. I'm gonna put this on here and then I'm gonna have to iron it. It will not gum up my needle. When it's dry, it's not gonna gum up the needle. Okay, so there's no fears of that. Never fear. All right. So let me just throw some glue down. All right. So it was not too hot when I went to work today, but of course when I went to work it was 6 a.m. and now it's 5 p.m. and I live in northern Indiana, and I swear it is very hot and it is humid. Alright, so I'm just throwing some glue down, and I'm going to position this first so that it matches. I want the gray to match and the black to match. And then I'm going to check to make sure that my edges where the binding meets, so where these edges meet, you see those? Where the edges meet, that's where I'm gonna make sure that that's right along the line of the seam, okay? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on my YouTube, so. All right. Okay. I know you can't see the glue on here, but it's there. And then I'll use the iron to help dry it. It needs some help to dry when it's this liquid. I'm not putting a lot on there, so yeah, but the heat will help. The heat will help it dry. Okay. And it's already stuck on there pretty well. Okay. questions. Thank you for the follow, Patricia. I appreciate it. So, in addition to this, lately I've been working on getting my website done. Max Custom Designs, LLC. I bought a course, and that course has been teaching me how to create a web page. And, I mean, there are ways to learn that out there all over the place. But this course has been worth it. I really have learned a lot, and I've got a lot of work done already on my website. So if you are one of those people, I know you're a crafter. I'm a crafter, but I am going to build my business so that I can leave my 9 to 5. And one of the ways I'm doing that is, well, first building inventory, which I'm not really doing when I'm working on this quilt, am I? Hello, Jayla. It's nice to see you again. Thanks for joining. I was just talking about my website and getting that put together so that I can create a presence online and sell my my product. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Now, I did spend some time at my in my classroom today getting stuff ready. But oh gosh, did you hear that? There's a cat fight in the hallway. There is a cat fight in the hallway. I think they'll get over it. Let me show you what I'm working on. And I need your opinion, okay? I need your opinion. Wait, let me go to Max Custom Designs, LLC. Okay. What do you think? Do you like it? You just got home from work? Alright, so this is the beginning of my website, and I learned, thank you, I like it too. Now, Max is my oldest cat, and he has been part of my sewing room forever, and he is always in my business, which is why we have Max. My name is Libby. I'm not Max. This is the working on, it is not a quilt as you go. Well, let me rephrase that, okay? Let me explain how that quilt works, okay? Just 1 second, and I want to show you this course that I took, and then I'll bring it back, okay? So there's this, what do you call it, a classroom. But all of these are modules that teach me how to make a website, to make a web page. And I'm going to, what it does is it helps you like capture emails. So I can take an email and write a newsletter or announce new product and send that out to you. Also, I can make buttons so that it'll go to a product and those kinds of things. So it is, let's see, content, I want to look for the setting up System.io. Okay, System.io is a free program online, and it's a place where you can have a presence. Like they you get a domain name and then they put you online, right? So that's where you build your website. That's where you build all your stuff. Okay. So over here are all of the lessons. Okay. So if I click one, it'll take me to a video on how to do it. Super, super simple. And it's just a tiny, short little video, so I can do that step by step. Okay? I can do that step by step. So, this is exciting for me. Anyway, thanks for indulging me. I'll show it to you again later. And I just want to say, I now have glue on my elbows. My elbows are sticky. Alright, so, Patricia. This is the block that I made on the machine. Okay? So this is what one block looks like. So the embroidery machine had a pattern in there, a digitized pattern, and it would sew a line, and then I would put a piece of fabric there, would sew the line again, and I would trim the fabric, and then it would come back and sew this really pretty stitch right here. Okay, so if that's what you mean by quilt as you go, yeah. So this is the back, right? And so what I did was I put the backing on the hoop before I quilted it, and you're not supposed to do that because the whole point is to then sew this together and then put a backing on it, and on the front you would stitch in the ditch, which just means you would stitch on all the little places where you sewed it together. And that would hold the backing on, but I don't really like that look. I want to be able to turn this over and see the quilting. So I had to think outside the box, and I do that a lot. And I figured out that I can use binding to cover the seams. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. All right. 0 likes? Are you kidding me? There's 0 likes on this stream? What are you doing? Tap that screen. If you're hanging out, tap that screen. Thank you for the taps. I ask for hearts. It doesn't matter. Likes, it doesn't matter. I really like, wait, more likes attracts more viewers. That's it. So thank you for liking the live, and if you like this kind of content, make sure that, especially if you follow me, I have a what am I trying to say? A YouTube channel. I'm live on the YouTube channel. You can see more of the surface of what I'm doing. So if you want to watch over there simultaneously. And if you follow me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on YouTube. And if you follow me on YouTube, make sure you follow me on TikTok. So let's go. I'm gonna iron this as I go because I want it to dry a little bit. Now the other 2 are dry. I already did that. Okay. So this is it. So thank you for the follow. But yeah, my following on YouTube is looking a little anemic right now compared to my following on TikTok. So I'm a little depressed. No guilt trip intended. I gotta fix it. Okay, now I gotta make put you down here like this, and I will move you over to my sewing machine when it is time for me to sew. Keep on commenting. I can see the comments, and I hear my little baby kitten meowing at me. Mello, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You come over here? He's a blonde, I guess orange tabby. You want to see him? Come here. Yeah. There he is. He's gonna help me. That's my kitty. His name is Mello. This is not Max, but we have 4 cats. And he is such a good kitty, and he is meowing at me. And then he purrs at me. Sometimes I have to wear him in my coat, because otherwise he gets upset. So, he gets upset with it. Alright. I'm not going to get very much done on this because I'm talking. Make sure. I need to go get glue sticks. It is back to school time and I still have not gone to get glue sticks. Look. I ran home after work to hang out. Uh-oh. No, don't play with that, sir. Nope, not a toy. I think I can trim this. I have this tray over here. I keep my iron in this tray over here because if I have it on the ironing board, the cats sometimes jump on it and then the iron comes crashing down, and that's not nice. When you drop your iron, it basically is ruined. Hello, Mellow Yellow. Yes. Mellow Yellow. That's of a generation, I think. Do they still make Mellow Yellow? I don't think so. We named him Mellow because our other cat's name is Marshall. And so it was Marshall Mellow, right? Marshmallow, got it? Marshall Mellow. Thank you for the rose. Quit buttering me up like that. All right, yep. I like roses. I like pink shoes. I got pink shoes the other day. That was so fun. I didn't know there was a thing. Pink shoes. All right, yeah, the kitten is looking at me like I just made him perturbed. Okay, so more glue. More glue, yep. And it's not the glue stick, so it's a little wet. It's a little bit wet, so that's why I'm using the iron. So, anyway, thank you for all the likes. Thank you, thank you. Tap your screen. Tap it like you were petting the cat. Like tap, tap, tap. If I put the cat back up here, you'll tap the screen. He's not conducive really to effective and efficient sewing. Not really. Okay, I'm gonna iron this. Make it, dry it up a little bit. Now the other 2 rows are done. 2 Lhasa Apsos, Winston and Churchill. So you had to go there. Yes, I did. The other 2, we have this Max and Millie, which is, you know, Maximilian, right? Max and Millie. Hello, Denise. How are you doing? I'm glad you're here today. All right. I am determined to get this quilt done before the end of the month. And I can do it. I really can. This kind of came undone here. What are you doing? No. There he is again. I'll put him on the table. He might be in the way, but that's... I can't... There you go. Okay. You can't see him, but he's sitting right in front of the chat. Dude, it's not a good place. So now I can't see the chat. I'm going to have to move him. Alright, gotta center this on here pretty well. Okay, now I can see the chat. How was my first day of school? Well, today was the last day of meetings, and I got to work in my classroom. You know, I started working in my classroom at 10 this morning, and I am still not ready for students tomorrow. But I will be back on tomorrow after school, ready to tell you all about my classes. I did find out, though, that I have 182 kids. 182 kids. They're going to be walking through my door tomorrow. Not all at once, though, thankfully. But telling you what, that's a lot of kids to keep track of. And I don't know, somehow I do it every year. But I'm ready to do this instead. So any kind of support you can give me to help me realize my dream, your support of this channel is great. And I love it. Elmer's. Okay. So, never saw Elmer's. Does this just stabilize and you will sew over? Yes. So what it's doing is preventing me from putting pins, because if I like all these pins pinned along here, the first row of stitching I'm doing is from the top. So the glue keeps it in place so that I can do that. And it's washable glue, so as soon as the quilt is washed, it'll come right out. So this is a combination of using clear thread and regular thread to finish this quilt. And I'll explain here in a minute when I go over to the... You came in late, it's fine. Wow, everyone wants to learn French. Yes, everyone wants, oh God, everyone wants to learn French. Well, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm good with that, at least for tomorrow. We take it a day at a time, right? I'm counting on you guys to help me retire. It's nice that you're here, though. I can't read your name because the cat is in the way. Snowy River. Okay. The love language, yes. Yes, the love language. I mean, sometimes they just don't love it, though. They sit there and they sleep. It's fine. Maybe they can learn by osmosis, you know. I'll speak French to them, they'll learn it just in their sleep, right? Isn't there something like that? No cat, no pins, no pins. Nope. Nope. No pins for you. He is sitting right in front of the camera. He's sitting right in front of the camera. Okay, so let me teach you a French word. Alright? It's O-U-I. O-U-I. Alright? That's how you spell it. O-U-I. Okay? O-U-I is pronounced we. It is not oi. It's we. Yay! I'm so glad you remembered it. Denise, yes! Very good. You tried German. English as an only language. Oh, gosh. So you tried German in high school, so in 76, okay, and English as an only language. I love it. English. I'm not teaching English. That's a bonus. Because in some respects, kids choose to be in my class. Just in some respects. Not 100%, but in some respects. So, anyway. Alright, now this is glued. There's there's three of them. One, two, yep, there's three. So I'm gonna wrangle this over at the machine for a while, and I will watch the chat as I go. I'm gonna clean up the table because The kitten is looking for things to get into. You are not invited. Nope. Nope. Sharp objects, not for kitties. Nope. Sharp objects. He can have the glue. I don't care. Kids eat glue all the time. It doesn't hurt them. No worries. No worries about the glue. No worries. What are you doing, cat? He's just laying on the table. He's just laying there. I don't think you can see him. Come here. Oh wait, hot iron. Let's move this. Let's move the hot iron. We don't want kitties in there. Actually, in fact, I can turn it off. So I don't want to do that. But anyway, I'm going to sew from the front first. And I've glued the binding. So next I'm going to have black thread in my bobbin. And I'm going to have clear thread on top as I stitch in the ditch. Because it's inevitably going to go outside of the ditch and I don't want it to show. Is my daughter still in school? No, but you were here on Sunday, weren't you? She is graduated and she also has her degree in French and music. She is married and has several animals, and my other daughter, my oldest, the one that this quilt is going to, is also married and she has animals as well. No grandbabies for me, just animals. Just animals. Anyway, you ready to go to the machine? So, clear thread on top, okay, and black thread on the back, okay? So if you made a comment and I don't read your comment, either repost it and reword it. There was something commented, can you talk about crypto? I hate you right now, stop it. I'm not talking about crypto. I will block you. No, don't do that, kitty. Okay, he's moving the camera. Anyway, if you're making a comment and I didn't read your comment, then it was blocked by YouTube. No, cat. No. I don't know what you're doing, but no. All right. So now I'm gonna move the camera over here to the sewing machine. And I'm actually going to be able to stand in front of the fan, which is a bonus because it's very warm in here. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to lift this up a little. You can see what I'm doing right here. Alright. Crypto comments will be banned. Unless you send gifts. Alright. Okay, hopefully this is a good spot for you to be able to see. Also, I had to put sticky notes on here so that I could remember what part of the quilt this is. So, I put sticky notes. I had to lay this whole thing out on bed because I had totally lost track. Alright, so I have a walking foot in here, and this has a differential feed to it. And, Cat, I hear you. I don't know, he must have found a bobbin or... You know, he helps me in my room. He helps me, finds all my lost things. All my lost things. How long am I going to be sewing? Do you like to sew too, or how long have I been sewing? I've been sewing since I was 10, and I will be on here probably at least another half an hour. I'll move YouTube so you can see what I'm doing instead of my head. There we go. Might move you a little bit more over. Yeah, I think he has a bobbin. He goes insane for a bobbin. He really does. What is differential feed? Sorry. Differential feed means that, okay, I have the walking foot up top, which it has its own little feet, right? And then the bottom also has little feet, these feed dogs, right? Differential means that they are coordinated, and it's not just like a random up and down on the bottom. It actually grabs at the same time, which is nice. Makes it go a lot faster. Okay, or a lot more smoothly. Okay, let's go. Clear thread up top, black thread in the bobbin. And I have to watch this for a minute. I'm not going to be able to watch the chat very much. All right, Kat, what do you have? What is it do you have? Oh, I have no idea. It has like a lid or something, but it's plastic. So anyway, what's nice about the walking foot is I don't have to really have my hand up there to guide it through, push it through. I can kind of hold it back here. Okay, I can hold it back here. I don't have to. You're welcome. I'm not sure that was a real great explanation, but that's kind of what's happening. I'm also using an open toe, a wider toe here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty wide, so I can keep track of where the seam is. And I don't want to go too fast. What's nice about using this clear thread is swear you cannot see it. Even looking at, I know it's there. Looking for it, I can hardly see it. I can't see it. So did I answer your question about like how long I've been sewing? Again, if you like this content and you're showing up, which I love that you're showing up, be sure and touch that screen, hit me some likes, hit me up with some likes. And you know, I got some pink shoes the other day and I was really excited about those. That was really fun. Anyway, this validates what I'm doing, and I really am making an effort to create a presence for myself online, and I'm working on a website, and I showed you earlier what the website looks like, and if you were late coming in, I'll show it to you again. Okay? Alright. The cat is joyfully playing with something, and it's, I'm sure, something he should not have. Okay. Now there is a string here that is not supposed to be there. And there it goes. Okay. What are you doing? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? Here, play with this. Play with this. He's insane. I also have an Etsy, but I want to get rid of my Etsy in favor of doing a website. But yeah, I'm learning as I go. So I bought this program, and there's lots of programs online that, you know, they sell digital marketing products, and, you know, so selling digital products. Yeah. Oh, you love to sew. Yeah, I love it when I step out of my comfort zone. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Denise. Thank you. I hope it sounded good. Anyway, yeah, Etsy takes too much. Yeah, that's why I'm wanting to do my own web page, my own thing. Oh, Mello! He jumped on the cart and he moved all the cameras. Okay, so this is the first step on the back. Okay. And I don't care if that's centered or not, all the way down, you can't see it. And then I'll go back and sew these two sides. It's just not that important to be able to see that. Now I guess on some of it I've been using clear thread. It doesn't really matter, black or clear. So if you're just joining, I want to show you this web page again, because it's just, I'm impressed with it, because I made it. I made it. I did it. So let's go there. Hey, there it is. It's cute, right? So I'm going to make this so when you put your email in there, it captures your email, sends it to an automated service that will then send you, whatever it is I want to send you by email. I might send you promotional stuff, like if I'm doing a new product, I might put talk about like a newsletter, like maybe do something like that with it. This is not ready. And then there's a button here. I'll tell this how to be a button. I did a little description up here. I created my own logo. This is all stuff that this program that I bought taught me. So this is inside the classroom of and it's called Learn and Earn Profits Online, but here are the modules. I call them modules. They're really units, I guess you want to call them units. Anyway, they're well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. So it tells me all sorts of information, like content strategies, setting up a system IO, email marketing. I think was the hardest one, and I don't even think I've done all of them yet. These are all the lessons over here on the side. There's more. There's this one, drop down. Okay, so each one comes with this little video, and and you can watch this, and you can fast forward through to like whatever spot you missed, and it talks about exactly what it is you need to do to set it up. So I'm gonna stop boring you with that. But if you're interested in, making yourself a presence online and you want to find out more, then just DM me and I'll get you some info. And we'll have a chat. We'll have a chat. It'll be fun. Okay? All right. I think I have to start down here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Okay, that was a lot harder than it looked. Okay. What's nice about stitching in the ditch too is that it helps keep the integrity of the seam. So if the seam is pulled on, through use, it just really helps keep the integrity of the seam intact. But this is a queen size quilt. And I'm not making it any bigger. This is big enough. This is big enough. I've only made one other queen size quilt in my whole quilting thing. Do I want to teach? Okay, so do you want to teach sewing or sew and make quilts? I prefer teaching sewing. Really, I'm just a teacher at heart. I've taught people how to quilt, but selling quilts for me was just, at least I can quilt them, but I just don't feel like I'm as equipped to do that as I am doing like the machine embroidery, for example. You know, the machine embroidery has been, you know, that's how this was made, was on a machine. I mean, granted, I had to, like, the machine would sew a line, and then I would place the fabric where it belonged, and then I would, can you see the sewing? Okay. Anyway, the machine actually told me where to put that. I would trim it away. I would trim away the extra fabric, and then the machine would sew it. There is content on my TikTok channel and on my YouTube channel making this quilt and the quilt blocks that go with it. And I think I even have a time lapse of the last one that I made. Like, it was just like the final block, and it was a milestone. I'll have to go back and look at when that was. But I did set this aside for a few months. It's been a minute since I worked on it. And it's kind of fun working on the last bit of it with you guys. You know, especially if I can teach you something about it. I really am a teacher at heart. I just don't want to be in the classroom. I would rather be at home teaching lessons on, you know, maybe doing YouTube videos on sewing or, you know, something like that instead. But I need the help of, you know, my following to get the word out, share with anybody you think might enjoy seeing this content, and follow me on YouTube. I guess you call that subscribe on YouTube. I am live on YouTube right now, and it is, there are no viewers over there, which is fine. The only reason that I put this on YouTube is that you can go back and watch the live again, and the view is better, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not better. I'm trying to get the camera out of the way from the YouTube camera, but we'll see. Let's see. How does that look? I don't know. Hang on. Sorry. My apologies. I'm trying to get my arm to let's see. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because on YouTube they just can't see. All right. I think that's better. Okay. All right. Stay. Okay. How's the view like this? Can you see the needle? Can you see that? Okay. I can jump over there. Yeah. I don't need a viewer necessarily, but thank you for offering. What I need, tap and share, everyone. What I need are subscribers on my YouTube. Just I don't know. I think I have like around 350 subscribers, which, you know, is decent, but the whole idea is to try to grow. You know, let's try to grow. And then, like and share my little Etsy store, which is right, you know, it's just tiny. It's a tiny little thing. I'm trying to build some inventory in there, and it's been, like I said, I spent all summer working on that course and working on a website. Now, actually, my website for Max Custom Designs LLC is the second website that I built. The first one was a practice, and it's actually, I mean, it's more than a practice. It really is one that I can use to sell digital product, but I only have one or two digital products to sell, and I wanted to work on building those up before I opened that webpage. So I will let you know when Max Custom Designs LLC website goes up. I'll make announcements all over the place because that'll just be fun. But anyway, I don't, so we were talking about quilts. Let's see. The camera was better before. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, so up like this and over, right? Up and over. It's hard for me to see because of the chat. There, is that better? How's that? My studio in here is crazy. I call it my studio anyway. I've got all sorts of stuff. Like I said, on YouTube, you can see almost my whole room. At least this portion of the room. And you can see my felt food, which I showed you. I think I showed that to you yesterday. I've got 4 all beef patties. Instead of 2, I've got 4. Pickles. These are my toys. These are on my Etsy. Well, I don't know about the peanut butter and jelly. I don't know if that's in the Etsy yet. But that's the kind of stuff. And then also the basket that it's in. I'm making these baskets too. I'm just trying to get an inventory. So if I wanted to do a market, like a farmer's market or something, I could do that. All right, now it's time to switch. Let's see. I'm going to turn this over, and it's not going to be as interesting because I've got all these strips that I'm going to do. But I'm going to do, there's 6 edges, all right? And I need the clear thread in the bobbin because that's what's going to show on top of the quilt. Now, I did other edges. I mean, I've got this piece here, right? Can you see that? This piece. Let me show YouTube as well. Okay, so I've got this piece that I sewed. All right, when I already sewed. Now this is all sorts of falling over the place. Okay, so I'm trying to keep you where you can see. All right. Oh yeah, there's no way to comment on YouTube. I had to turn it off because I can't see it. I can't see it. I have to have like a separate I don't know, there's a separate card, or like I have to do a simultaneous like on my computer to see those. So thank you for the follow, Danielle. All right. Anyway, this is sewn, already done, right? Center and then 2 sides. There was clear thread in the bobbin. All right. I don't know. I'm gonna put this all the way up to the camera. Okay. And you tell me, I'm trying to see, like, can you see where it's sewn? It's clear thread. And I swear it's sewn. I'm not kidding. Alright, so I'll point it out. Here, and I'm telling you what, here's one right here. That's hard to see, right? That's very hard to see. Okay, I'm gonna show YouTube. All right. It is very difficult to see that. You have to hold the light just right. Okay. Now back to the sewing the other ones. Yeah, it's shiny. Yep. Yep. You have to really look for it. You could use just regular thread in there instead. It's just a look. It's a look. That's all. This is the second quilt that I've made like this, and it is, the other one has, contrasting binding, and it made for a lot different look on the back. Okay, don't forget to put clear bobbin in the machine. All right, there is going to be a moment, maybe on this live, that I'm going to have to wind a bobbin. Because it's looking a little low. Okay, my quilt's going to fall. Into a lump. Alright, here comes the kitten again. Wreak havoc. Why are you yelling at me? Okay, so I'm going to take the clear thread out. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Alright. Checking the chat. Thank you for sharing the live. Oh my goodness. That's very nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh no. He's playing with his toy. Okay, this mangled thing, we decided to call this Caterpillar, even though I really know what it is. And now he is very intently looking at this. Are you ready to go get it? Go get it. Oh no. That's not where I wanted you to go. Go get it. There you go. He's on my table at the moment. You're too cute, kitty. You're too cute. You're cuter than I am. You're not allowed to steal the show. Alright. So, anyway, thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And I really am going to try to do a live as close to 4 o'clock as I can, or at least between 4 and 5 on Eastern time. So and I just sew random stuff. Right now I'm working on this quilt. Now why didn't that thread for me? Not being lazy or anything, but it didn't thread for me. Sometimes it does that. So anyway, I'm not nervous about school tomorrow. I'm just, it is what it is. Sometimes I think the kids are more nervous than I am. Okay, now here's what I think. The reason that this is not threading for me is because sometimes the needle doesn't raise up quite high enough, or the needle bent. No, it's not going anymore. Okay. Alright, Pat. I'm just gonna hand thread it. I know, it's old school, right? Trim. This is what I used to trim all the pieces around on the cat is playing with his toy on in the basket. Okay, the cameras are all attached to a rolling cart, and he's playing with the rolling cart. Okay. There. I need an applause. Just saying. Okay, I think I can raise you up on YouTube so you can see past the iPad. 1 second, and I can do that. Nope, I can't. Okay. Yeah, you don't get to see me. You get to see the cat. All right. Yeah, trying to keep the iPad focused on what's going on, but also, okay. I can't seem to get it to stay as high as I want it. That's fine. It's fine. You can see the surface here, and you can see the surface there, I think. Let me turn it. There. Okay, cat, I don't want you playing with that on the cart. It's too distracting. Okay, clear thread in the bobbin, black thread up top. And when I'm done sewing these 3 strips, I'm gonna end my live. I'm gonna let you guys go, but wow, 1,500 likes on the stream? Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay, I just have to watch where I'm going. It's kind of hard to see because it's so dark, and it's got a lot of variations to it. When you're sewing, it's always good to look ahead of where you're sewing. Don't look at the needle, look ahead. Kind of like driving. You look ahead on the road. Okay? Let me zoom in on, can I do that on YouTube? Can you see? I feel like it's kind of far away. All right. Thank you for liking the live on YouTube. All right. And okay. There we go. How's that? That's pretty good, right? Thank you for sharing the live. You're amazing. All right. So the cat is now biting my toe, which I'm just trying to sew. All right. That is not a toy, sir. Okay. Mello, I did not name you correctly. Get off the quilt, sir. Come on. As soon as I pick him up, he starts purring. As soon as I pick him up, he starts purring. Okay, so there he is. There's Mello, and he is making a menace. He's being a menace. He's just being a menace. He wants to play. I'm gonna have to ban him because he's trying to sit on the quilt while I'm sewing it. In case you're wondering, I stand to sew. This is a stand-up desk. And it's a lot better on my back and my neck. When you're sewing, if you can prevent like you're looking down all the time, that's better on your neck. And my neck is, because I spend so much time, hunched over sewing. And I sew more than just quilts and baskets and felt food. I sew garments, and I sew lace and doing machine embroidery on clothing. And I'm working on putting more content on YouTube. So, thanks for hanging out. But yeah, this is the perfect kind of live to, grab a sewing project of your own and work on it. And I just read the chat. Turn on some music. I have music going, but YouTube flags me, so I don't play it very loud. Where is everyone from? If you're sitting in my live right now, where are you all from? Just remind me if you've been in my live before. I'm in northern Indiana, and I think one of you said that you were in Illinois area. And it feels like summer here today. It's a little hot. Ow, cat. Cats have claws. I trim their claws pretty often. They don't like it very much, but I trim them. He's so silly. He's silly. See him zooming around my room? So when my kids moved out, I took over one of the rooms. The other one's a guest room. Both of them live in the area, so they hang out. How does it look on YouTube? Can you see that well? Is it good? I know you can't comment on YouTube, but you know, if you ever want to ask me a question that, you know, like not on the live, just leave a comment in one of my videos or DM me, and I will, I'll check my messages and I'll see that you messaged me. Ah! Okay, he's moving the cart again. Stop. Stop. That's right. Get in the cart. There you go. He's in the cart. He's not pushing it around. Oh, it looks good, except now the cat's moving it around. You're going to be banned. No, you're going to be banned. And ban him. I have a door. All right, great. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, the view is good on YouTube. All right, great. I think it's probably better. It's probably more direct down on the machine than a TikTok is. All right. One more. I think just one more. I really wanted to get further on this quilt today. Like, just to get this section all the way sewn. It's possible, I know it is. You have to jump back and forth to comment. Yeah. It's alright, I'm patient. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's see. I've got like most of the quilt kind of in my hands here. And I let the machine just sew itself. I teach students to sew. And I always tell them, just let the machine do the work. You don't have to. All you have to do is guide it. It's kind of like your car, you know. You take the wheel. I've got this, I'm holding this back here. It's all folded up. Yeah, the cat is now in the basket under the camera. I'm not trying to sew too fast, but I have been online more than an hour. I'm usually trying to be on, you know, between an hour and 2 hours, I guess. But I have not had dinner yet, and it is 6 p.m. So our school changed their schedule this year, and so let me tell you about the nightmare that will occur, okay? The nightmare that will occur. So tomorrow, not only is, you know, the first day of school, nobody knows where they're going, or where they're, you know, wanting to drop off their kids, but the middle school and the high school are dropping off at the same time. And one of the main thoroughfares, now in previous years, the high schools were like an hour and a half after, but this year we're on the same time. And the one of the main thoroughfares to get there is closed. And I don't even know like how long it's closed, but it's one of the main ways I go. And so I had to go around a different way. Well, I'm going around the other way and trying to come home today, and that road is down to one lane. And I'm like, what in the heck? Who said they could do that on the first day of school? So I'm planning to get to work early. So early, I'm thinking about taking my sewing machine. Just kidding, though. Okay, 4 more seams to go. 4 more. And if you're just scrolling through, that's fine. I don't mind. But right now, there's 12 of you in here. Plus, if you're watching and you didn't join the chat. You know? Because I do that sometimes. I just don't want to join in the live, but I watch. And, you know, so you might be one of those people hanging out and watching. The only thing is you can't give me any gifts if you're not in the live, you know. And if I missed anybody give me a gift, I am so sorry for that. Because I have my eye on prize here. Does that say 1,500 likes? Wow. Okay, 3 people on YouTube right now. Thank you. It must be better. And I need to figure out like how to set up a chat so I can see what you have to say on YouTube. I might be able to do that. I'm trying to think like if I set up my iPad and watch my own live, I might be able to see the comments that way. But I have the comments turned off. I could do this experiment. Hey, what are you doing on the table over there, sir? I think I have to end the live on, well, let me see, on YouTube if I can turn on the comments like this. No, I can't. All right. I would have to end my live to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. You know what's nice about doing this binding is that it really holds the integrity of the seam. So if in the process of like moving this around, that seam isn't going to have any pressure on it. So. Is it a quilt to go? Is it, or a quilt as I go? We talked about that a little bit earlier in the live. I will post this on YouTube. So let me see if I can answer your question. I did quilt this as I went. So I pieced it and then I quilted it. And so what I'm doing now, is missing the edge. No, it's good. What I'm doing now is covering the seams. So that, let me show you on this other piece. Okay. So here is, I don't know if you can see that. Here's where the pieces are sewn together after I sewed the front together. So this is what it looks like. Okay. And I sewed, this is 4 blocks that I sewed on the quilt or on the machine. So I would sew the block, and this is one of the samples I did, but so this is smaller than I had planned on doing, but there are videos of where I show you how I did this. Yeah, thank you, Joy. Yeah, I really, really loved how the colors turned out on this one. And what's cool is these bats glow in the dark. So, and then it has little bats. You see the little bat? You see the bat? I know you can on YouTube because that's really clear. But I digitized that. I put that in my digitizer and wrote the program so that when it went in my machine, it knew to sew a bat in this place right here. So what I did was the machine would sew a line for me to place this, and then I would cut it, and then it would go back and it would do this satin stitch here. And when I was done with all that, I would turn over the hoop, put the back on there, put it back in the machine, and quilt it. So that's not the way you're supposed to do it. I like to break the rules. Most people who do these blocks, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of patterns that you can do these blocks, like traditional quilts and all sorts of other types of things that you can do in your machine and then quilt it. But I just didn't want to, I wanted to be able to turn this over and see the quilting. Okay. Back to sewing. All right, I'm giving myself 15 more minutes and that's it. 6:30 and I'm putting food in my mouth at 6:30. I designed just the bat and the stars. So, I don't know, can you see this right here? I know you can see it on YouTube, but there's bats. Right here, there's some stars. And that's the part that I drew that out and told the machine to stitch that into a quilt, quilting stitch. So yeah, that's the kind of digital product that I want to offer. I want to, like, if you're, if you do machine, if you do embroidery machine, I want to make patterns, I want to write patterns and offer them. You know, maybe write little guides and things that teach people how to do, you know, do things in lots of different ways better, I guess. Where did I get the star design? I think it started out as a, you know, a clip art, and then I drew a tail on it and stuff, so I made it my own. But the rest of the quilting was design already came with some other patterns that were already done for me. So I combined them all into this quilt. So could you go and buy all this stuff to make this as a kit? No, because this is all unique fabric and unique colors. And quilting and stuff like that. It's just really, I really did create it from scratch, down to the quilting and the colors and stuff like that. So yeah, not one that you can. I think maybe that must have been what you meant by quilt as you go. Like, because in some stores you can buy those, like, kits where you quilt. You know, you piece them and it's selling all together as a set, you know. And that's not what this is. This is a unique gift. So my daughter's birthday is at the end of this month, and she'll be 32, and I want to give this to her finally. I know she's been waiting years for this. She has been waiting years for this. And I am so excited that it's almost done. I don't know if she realizes how close it is to being done, but I'm definitely on a mission. I have put everything else aside to get this done. Because, I mean, I like to change my content so that it's just a little bit different every once in a while. You know, I mean, I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Even though, you know, I'm sure you don't mind. I'm sure you don't mind seeing what you're seeing. It's fine. So if you have school-age kids, if you have kids who are about to go to either, you know, or grandkids starting K through 12, I want a thumbs up. I need a thumbs up in the chat, because those parents, you are parents, are so happy to have your kids be done with summer. And every teacher that is back in the classroom is crying because they're back in the classroom. My sister has young kids, and they're starting school, and returning to, like, let's see, my nephew will be in 3rd grade, I think, and my niece is starting pre-K, and so yeah, teachers are stressed. They're just as stressed as the kids. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, oh dang, what am I wearing tomorrow? You know, what am I wearing tomorrow? I don't even know. Thank you for the follow, Mars. So if you're hanging out in my live on TikTok, I am also streaming live on YouTube. I'm not seeing the comments on YouTube, so if you want to comment, make sure you comment in the live on TikTok. I think I just missed a good spot there. Let me see. Yeah, I missed a little bit. Okay, don't try this at home. Okay. I should have cut it. I know. Sewing over some string here. And cat hair. This thing has lived over here for a while. Now, unfortunately, my daughter has 2 cats of her own. So yeah, back to school time. Okay, now, I'm not kidding. I had a very rude awakening today. Thank you for the rose. Yes, I teach. I teach high school French. High school French. But I don't really feel prepared. I don't think I'm ever prepared for the first day of school. But I will be home in time to do lives at, like 4:30 Eastern time. So I'll just sit here and talk to you while I'm working on stuff in my room. Alright, I said I was stopping at 6:30. I've got 2 seams left. Okay? 2. Alright. Now, I will be posting this live on YouTube later on this evening after it uploads. And if you are enjoying this content, pop over and watch the live on YouTube and follow me. Wait, is it follow? It's subscribe. On YouTube, it's subscribe, hit the bell. That's it. Subscribe and hit the bell. I do lives on, I really prefer TikTok. I don't know why. The first time I went live on YouTube, I had already done a lot of lives on TikTok, and I was so nervous. I don't know why, but I was. It was, I don't know, just maybe it was just because it's a different platform. And I thought, well, different people are going to see it. I don't know. Oh, I think I missed a bit. No, I really didn't. Okay. So I really want to be able to grow my business and, bring this kind of thing online. And I've got my website started. I do. Okay, now I hear a clicking sound, and the clicking sound that I hear is the needle going in and out of the fabric. And what that tells me is the needle is dull and I need to change it. Kind of making this like smacking sound. Now I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, it's not like that. Okay. Tiny bit left. This is amazing. I just have one more section like this to do. So tomorrow I'll be preparing and gluing the other third of the quilt. And that'll probably take me a couple of days. And I want to let it maybe dry overnight like I did this one. Or if I have time. I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Heather? I was just talking about children going back to school time. I'm on YouTube as well. And now there's 2 people watching on YouTube. You know, when you watch on YouTube, unless you comment, I have no idea. I don't have comments turned on because I can't see them. But I don't know if I think I need special software to be able to stream and see comments. I'm not that sophisticated. I've got one more pass and then I am going to release you, ladies and gentlemen, to go on with your evening. Before I let you go, I'm gonna ask you to. You finished a live on Instagram. I missed it. Aww. Shoot. You know why? Because my phone is in the other room, and I didn't hear it. I hope it was successful. Get new Instagram followers. I have an Instagram too, but I think TikTok posts automatically to Instagram. But yeah, Instagram, do it, right? Ah, okay. Look, we're making noises here, and I don't like the noises we're making. I think it's just my needle is dull. Ah, see, the bobbin thread is not sufficient. That's probably why it was making this really weird noise. Okay, now I'm going to check on the other side because it might not have sewn. Did it sew? Yeah, it did. Okay, I told you I was going to have to wind this. And look, it still has some in it, but the machine can't detect it. It's pretty low. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end my live. And there's 3 of you on YouTube. Yay! Alright, let me move this up a little. Okay, so I'm just gonna bid farewell. And I hope that you all had a great time. I love you too! I'm glad you came out to hang out. And this was an hour and a half. So it's been right at an hour and a half. So, again, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit the like button. Almost 2,000 likes on the stream. And thank you if you sent a rose or some pink shoes or a cowboy hat or whatever. I appreciate that as well. And I want you all to have a great rest of your day. Alright? So, bye everyone! I'll see you hopefully tomorrow at the same time. Okay? Hearts and shares! Have a great day!